Good morning, stream. Welcome to morning medley number 134. It's 9 a.m. So I'm with you for the next hour or so. Hello, Andrew Cox. Welcome. Hello, Usaria. Welcome. Lindsay. Welcome. Oh, Lindsay. Wow, you're here really early. Okay, all right. I'm liking it. No complaints. No complaints. Just noticing. Hope you had a good yesterday, Lindsay. I'm going to start with a medley of Signal songs. I'm going to leave out 70 to Downtown because Isadora is not here. Well, I hope you're doing okay, Lindsay. If something unfortunate made you early today, maybe turn that into a positive somehow? The song's called Love Letters, by the way. Hi, Potato Gaming. Hello, Darius. Hi, Chris Mark. Nothing's up. Just the morning medley. How are you doing? Did you have a good Tuesday? I don't remember seeing you on Tuesday's stream, so I'm gonna assume you were doing something cool on Tuesday. Well, I'm glad you made it on time too, Lindsay. I actually have some chicken defrosting too, Potato. Defrosting in marinade, so hopefully it defrosts into the marinade, then can just begin the marinating process immediately. Hello, Sam. I was just talking about you yesterday, actually, to my roommate. Yes. Why was I talking about it yesterday? Oh, because I walked by some building in Sierra Madre. I don't know if you've been there. And the building looked abandoned. But when I looked inside, I got to see a bunch of like little blueprint sheets, like those giant sheets with like the blueprints and buildings and stuff like that. It made me think of you. Hello, Jamie. Good morning. obviously working and paying bills. I don't know how getting rehired the next day works, Sam. But that's cool. This song is called Around the Pond, by the way. This song isn't titled. Until June, Manny? Oh, hi, Ava. I hope Animal Crossing is going well for you. The beginning of June. Well, that's soon. That's soon, Manny. outside, Sam. It was nice outside yesterday, too. I wish I had someplace to go. It's Wednesday. Lemon bars. Good morning, Nicholas. Thanks for making it. Something positive that happened to me, says Jamie, recently. So I received a 7-inch vinyl with Mr. Sandman and Lollipop on it. I've been looking for a zillion years. Well, work that. That is good. What's something positive that happened to me recently? I mean, I guess Jamie already went. What's something positive that happened to everybody? Yesterday. I'll specify yesterday. I think. If I'm having to think of something. Yesterday. Oh, yesterday, I guess I can't talk about this too much, but yesterday I submitted something that I've been working on, and it was met with very, very high praise. I was pretty nervous about it. It was a music thing that I was working on, and I listened to it so many times that I wasn't sure it was good anymore. I feel like I do that a lot. I'll like psych myself up for something, and then I'll think that I'm not doing a good job, but usually I'm just getting inside my own head, so that was pretty good. Finally finished this animation I've been working on, says Nicholas. That's really cool. I'm always impressed by people who can animate. Lindsay had good cheesecake. Lindsay, I almost named the song Cheesecake. Ava, I made the mistake of, I mean, I'm not an animator, so I wouldn't know this, but, well, if I used basic common sense, I would have been able to figure this out, but, like, the gloving, you know the clapping animation for my videos? That, like, happens at the beginning of my videos and at the end? That animation is in 60 frames per second, and when the PNG sequence is sent to me so that I could put it into videos, yeah, it's like the animation only lasts like maybe 1 second and some change, but yeah, it's like 80 images. And in my brain, I was like, oh my god, why are there so many images? And I was like, oh, 60 frames per second. I mean, it's more than a second, so there's going to be at least 60 images. Yeah. So I learned a little bit about, I mean, I already known that, but I guess I learned how to be more respectful to animators, because that is a lot of work. Good morning, Romaine Lettuce. Thank you. You made it before the 30-minute mark. A lot of people made it in before the 30-minute mark. I'm pleased. Whoa, that sounds detuned. My bad. Oh, I know what I want to do. Talk amongst yourselves. I think I figured it out. I wish I could hook up overdrive or like a distortion to. I mean, I technically can, but I guess I should say I wish I had those things so that I could then use them. Because I don't have those things. There we go. Why are we shutting up twice? I'm sorry, Jamie. I missed something. Oh, word, Jamie. Yeah, there's no way. You know what's funny, Cyber? There's a lot of cases of things like that. For example, when I'm at a show and I clap, it sounds like somebody having a pillow fight. It's not very loud. It doesn't bring a lot of attention to me. And when I was designing the sound, because again the animation was a commission, but I designed the sound that goes with the animation. I was like, should I make it more realistic with two gloves clapping? And then after much thought, I figured, only people that are really, really thinking are going to realize that it's not an accurate sound effect. People like Cyber. The song should end there one time. It's like a jazz guitar, Jamie, like a jazz guitar sound font. Getting crazy in what way, Sam? that, Sam. If it's only $45, that sounds like a thing that I would be interested in. Oh, thank you, Cyber. The song, Sam, is called Jumpin' Jaybird. Maddie named it. Hello, Inaudible. Somebody higher up in the chat asked if I ever used FL Studio Mobile. I did see your question. I have not used it because it's not free, and I'm like, I already have the whole program. Why would I want to pay extra for a mobile app? And I haven't heard the best things about it. But alas, I have not. I have not used it. Have you? That song's called. I mean, I guess I can use these three chords for several songs. Do you guys want to hear Key Lime or Catching Up? Oh, happy birthday, Inaudible. I completely forgot. Thanks for reminding me. I think Inaudible is 17 today. Not to throw your business out there, Inaudible. But I do remember you saying it in yesterday's stream. I don't know if Cyber was here for that part. Usaria votes Key Lime. Lindsay votes Catching Up. Cyber votes Catching Up. Maddie votes Catching Up. Andrew votes Key. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, Catching Up is clearly winning, but I feel bad for the Key Limers. I might just do both of them. I'll start with Catching Up, though, because Catching Up did win that one. But first... Sorry, Inaudible. I have to find it. Is it there? Or is it down here? I haven't found it yet. I'm gonna do the second one. find something fun to do today. Um, I almost said catching up sounds like the Happy Birthday song, but it doesn't. Sorry. Okay, catching up. Whoa! Wow. Yo, I'm glad that Cyber just brought up Mitch Hedberg. I'm a big Mitch Hedberg fan, and I was like looking at Mitch Hedberg videos like yesterday, no, 3 days ago. But still, that's funny because I never hear anybody bring him up. That song's called Catching Up, and this song using the same three chords but a little bit more variation is called Key Lime. Yeah, indeed. Rest in peace, Mitch Hedberg. Thank you, Maddie. Word up, Andrew. I was talking about Stevie Weeby in my Instagram story a couple days ago. The song is called Into Thin Air. The song has a lot of similarities to Flight Plan in concept, but not really in the way it's arranged. There's a music video to this song on my YouTube that I shot from an airplane window, which is pretty cliche, but I feel like clouds and skylines are like my whole thing. So it felt on brand for me, I guess. Yeah, what's going on? Are those interviews resurfacing? Cyber. Ava found me through Eggy Arobo, which is a pretty close friend of mine who lives in New Jersey. Oh, heck yeah, Simon. I guess I forgot you like Little Caesars. That's what's up. Who's James Jean? Nicholas? I found Omniboy by looking up the lineup of Jack LA. That's very funny. Yeah, Leanna's been here for a pretty long time. That was one of the longer progressions. It took me longer to write that progression, Ava, the 1/million progression. And I can explain. I mean, you can't really see my hands too much in this video just because of the way it's framed, and I apologize for that. Can I fix that? That's a little bit better. If you can see somewhat my hands, typically the way I play chords is I play them like jumbled up close together like this. And with 1/million, the top chord is just those three notes, which if you play them by themselves, to me anyway, they don't sound very good. They sound very dissonant and incomplete. Like you need extra chords. Maybe if you threw that chord in there, it would sound like a full chord, but just those three together. I ended up starting with a much bigger chord, which was that chord, but it sounded too grand and almost like classical. So I ended up slowly stripping away notes from it. So I went from playing this to taking away the pinky and playing that to taking away my other pinky and my index finger and my thumb until it was just this chord. And then I just added a bass to that chord, which worked out. Then the rest of the chords are normal. That's how 1/million was born. And working with Ehi is really interesting, Ava, because Ehi does a lot of things with his voice, clearly. The man's a wizard. But I do a lot of things with chords, and working with Ehi, at least that was the first time that we had collaborated as just me and him, because we had made a song together years prior, but there's a third act on that song, and so it wasn't the same. But making this song with him, I wanted to, like, playing this chord progression, like, if I was sitting down playing in a stream with you guys, and I was playing these chords, I'd probably go from here to, like, here, and then drop down to here, and extra chords in it to add like more rich harmony. But the thing is, Ehi is such a unique vocalist in that if you play the same chord like 19 times under Ehi's voice, he can change the chord's sonic character with his voice. So we ended up just looping the same three chords over and over again, and I allowed Ehi to shape the harmony of the song, which was very interesting to see someone do. Because I mean, I had sung on my own stuff a couple of times, and I had worked with other artists. I'm not saying other vocalists weren't as good as Ehi, but I mean everybody's different, and I hadn't worked with a vocalist that was on that time, on Ehi time, until I worked with Ehi. Nicholas says, James Jean is one of my idols. Famous illustrator. He works with Prada and illustrated the poster for Shape of Water. Oh, what does it have to do with me? I mean, I'm kind of joking, but I thought you were talking about somebody interviewing me. My bad. Jamie says, man, I've been wanting some Little Caesars for a week or so, but I feel guilty ordering for some reason. Oh, I mean, I get that. I get feeling guilty for doing anything right now. I mean, I don't really talk to them. I mean, they still have to make my pizza. It's not like a robot makes it, but I use a little, like, pizza, what is it called? The pizza portal? And so, I don't really be doing the most in there. I know a lot of people tangentially as friends of friends, but I usually gotta reach out to actually get to know people, says Cyber. Also, it's been a minute since I've been to MagFest. I had no idea Omni went. Oh, word, yes. I was there. I was there, wasn't I? He was still a two-tone disco back then, says you, Sarah. Yeah, I was. Wow. 2TD is a way better way to say that. Jamie says, that song. How's Ehi doing, says Leanna. I have not talked to Ehi in a week. So last time I reached out to Ehi and we spoke, he seemed to be doing great. More or less like me. More or less like me. Possibly better than I am doing. Ehi's probably doing a little bit better than me. Money Talks Slaps, says Darko. Darko, thank you for listening to that. I'm sorry, I haven't brought that up in the stream. Guys, yesterday I put out this video called Money Talks. And it was the seventh entry in the quarantine series. So for those of you that did look at it and support the YouTube videos I put out, I do appreciate that. Thank you for that. Sam says Lionel Richie chord. Oh. Did I hit one? I was saying I found an interview Stevie Weeby did with James Jean. Oh, do his interview with you. Word, Nicholas, word. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Thank you also, Ava. I appreciate that. This is true, Cyber. This is true. Can you guys like the video? I feel like Cyber and Maddie can come up with really cool ways to remind people to like the video. Mine is just like, hey guys, can you please like the video? I've been surviving on nothing but homemade chicken, homemade fried chicken, and random Asian movies, and I'm starving. The likes are the thing. The likes are the thing I need to eat. Thank you, Maddie. Wow, Maddie, I'm surprised I didn't edit out that comment. Usually, even with the asterisks, YouTube will block the comment. When are you going to bring back Omniclass, says Chris Mark Wesley? Never. I feel like I do have to answer that question at least once every other month. So that's not very often. So I can answer. Yeah, never. It's never coming back. When I did the last one, I know you probably... Curse Mark, in your defense, you probably discovered the Omniclaws videos after I stopped doing them. For the people that were around while I was doing them, which is probably none of the people in this stream, because those videos are very old. For the people that were around when I was doing them, when I made the last one, I made sure I told everybody, like, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, I was like, yo, this is the last one, by the way, guys. There's not going to be any more. This isn't some type of fake out to, like, get you guys to support it now so that it can come back. There's not going to be a poll or a vote. It's over. This is the very last one. And everybody was like, cool, we understand. And then the very next year, a bunch of new people that discovered those videos were like, yo, where's this year's? How come there's no 2015 Omniclaws? But yeah, 2013, I believe, was the last one. The last one. Oh my god. But it blocked that comment. Maddie, this is so weird. YouTube is inconsistent. Okay. Um, there's a story behind that girl, says Dark Row. Yeah, pretty sad story behind that girl. Somebody linked me to that, I think yesterday. Yeah, I think yesterday on Twitter. He's dancing for 3 minutes straight. Yeah, I used to make a lot of dancing videos. That used to be like my thing, and then I eventually got to a point where I was like, "Oh, this sucks. This sucks. This isn't what's the word? A substantial creative outlet for me." And so I started making music more and just making that my focus. So I do feel bad for anybody that discovered old videos or even old music. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, I just found this new artist, Omniboy," or maybe they don't say I'm new, but they're like, "I just found this artist, Omniboy. You got to check out this song, Bon Bon. This guy's dope. I can't wait to see what he does next." And I'm like, "Oh no, these poor people. They're in a time I can't reach them. I can't reach them in the time they're in." Just sad. Um, yeah, I don't know where you came from, Lindsay. I don't know when or from where you came. Bon Bon was pretty epic, though, says Inaudible. Thank you, Inaudible. But yeah, those songs are very old, and they don't sound like that anymore. I had a very similar but different um, thought recently. Sorry, somebody's making fried chicken in my neighborhood, and it's all my room smells like right now. It's permeating. But something similar but different happened to me yesterday when I was looking at, those Asian Crush movies. And some of them are very old, right? Some of them came out in like the 80s, early 90s. I looked at something called Fight Back to School, which is like a Chinese 21 Jump Street, if that makes any sense. It's like a guy that goes undercover into a high school and like starts a gang. Oh, thanks, Jamie Flores. Is that pizza money? Jamie, you gotta feed yourself. Thank you, Jamie Flores, for the pizza money. I do appreciate that. And I also appreciate that. I don't know what it looks like to you, but for me, the comment is showing up. And the color of cheddar and a soft Munster cheese. It's showing up in cheesy colors, so I appreciate that. It's on brand. Get out of here, you. Okay. I watched High Kick Angels last night, says Maddie. Okay, Maddie. Okay, Maddie. We can't talk about it. We can't really talk about it because you're probably the only person in the stream other than me that's seen this movie. So we can't like talk about it. But I hope all the stuff that I was saying to you yesterday in the stream, Maddie, all the stuff I was saying where I was like, fight choreography good. There's reasons why I feel like I can't recommend this movie to people. I hope you understand all those things now. All the stuff that I was saying that sounded like, "Oh, Omni, what are you talking about?" I hope all of that stuff is now, it clicked into place and you're like, yeah, I get it. I hope. That is my hope. Thank you again, Jamie Flores, though. I really appreciate that. Also, thank you, Cyber. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to play a song by request now. Go for it, guys. What is it? I mean, when I say go for it, guys, I meant specifically Cyber and Jamie. But I can do other people's too after them. May not be. No spoilers. I have plans to watch. It's a spoilable movie. It's Lindsay. I would say it's a spoilable movie. Nah, it's whatever. Watching it made me want to check out more stuff on Asian. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's not good. That's good. That's a good thing. You'll be like me, but I don't want people to be like me necessarily. I feel like I'm in prison right now, and I've peeled back the veil. And maybe you saw that they're serving corn dogs in prison, and you're like, I like corn dogs. Maybe I should get arrested. And I feel like that's probably not the best. But if you end up watching more Asian Crush movies, I got my Asian Crush premium trial. Whoa, holy crap. This sucks. I've become like a spokesperson for this service. But yeah, Maddie, you understand what I meant though, right? You understand what I meant about the movie, yes? A lot of the same films that are on Retro Crush are actually available on Asian Crush, Nicholas. A little piece of trivia. There's Yeah, see, yeah, see, yeah. Asian Crush are the corn dogs. Prison. Asian Crush is the corn dogs, but also Prison is Asian Crush. If that makes sense. No, the corn dogs are movies like High Kick Angels. Wait, Maddie, though, you didn't tell me how you felt about the film. All you said is that it made you want to watch more things on Asian Crush. Did you like it? Could you play a bit of Venomade? Oh, you know what sucks, Jamie? I used to be able to play Venomade in the stream, but I've forgotten the chords to it. Do, 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 do. But I'll remember it. I'll relearn it. I'll relearn it for you, Jamie, and I'll play in the next stream. I'm so sorry. I went out on a limb assuming that I was going to be able to play whatever you requested. That's a tough one, though. I like the movie, says Maddie. I don't want to give stuff away, but I thought it was very fun. We'll wait until more people have seen it. Is it like Shaolin Soccer? I would not say it's like Shaolin Soccer, Liana. Shaolin Soccer and Kung Fu Hustle, I would put on a very specific thing, almost all by themselves. But there are funny elements to it. But I think most martial arts films have like some comedy in them. Word up, Lindsay. I hope you have a good rest of the day at work. I hope your shift is amazing, and I hope you end up liking High Kick Angels. I don't want to recommend this movie to anybody else ever again in the stream. Yeah, those are very good movies. In fact, Nicholas, I'll say this and then I'll move on. Shaolin Soccer, also Kung Fu Hustle, Stephen Chow film. Stephen Chow, you know who Stephen Chow is because you saw Kung Fu Hustle. The movie that I was talking about called Fight Back to High School, where it's like 21 Jump Street, but it's Chinese. Stephen Chow's the main character in it. So if you want to look at another Stephen Chow film or another one of like the Kung Fu Hustle guys' movies, look at Fight Back to School. It's actually a pretty good movie. There's not a lot of women in it. There's only like 3. There's like 3 women, and then the rest of the cast is all men. But it makes sense. Trust me. Okay. Later, can you play Amnesia, says an audible? Oh. Darkrow asked why I played Hush Hour twice yesterday. I was unaware that I played. Oh, because I started it and I got lost in it. I got lost and started improvising through it, Darkrow. That's why I played it twice. Because the first time I didn't actually finish it. And I have to play Hush Hour once through to end the stream. So, that is why it was played technically twice. These are the chords from a song that I wrote called Amnesia, which was about a failed relationship. I think that Amnesia was in a few ways me at my apex, me at like my peak of communication or expression. I mean, these are the same things. Those 2 different words for the same thing. Because I was able to write a song while I was upset and still make it not like some angsty diatribe. It was actually okay. Is there a way for me to do that, Nicholas? Like host a movie night? I'm starving, so I think I'm going to run to the store and grab me freezer pizza. Wow, a lot of pizza talk in the stream. I hope you enjoy it, Ava, and I will see you in tomorrow's stream. I hope you also enjoyed that rendition of Amnesia, Darkrow. Jamie says, would you ever watch Along, Omni? Oh, Along. Would I watch Along? It's like, watch Along, Omni do what? What the heck is Along, Omni? Would I watch along with? I don't know in what context you mean, but if there was a way to do it that was comfortable for me, I would watch a movie with you guys, sure. That song is High Key Beautiful, says Inaudible, talking about Amnesia, which may be my saddest song. Lyrically, maybe my saddest song. The chord progression of that song, though, these chords. The reason that I wrote that chord progression, maybe when you listen to it, you've heard the songs. Hi, Niobo. Maybe when you listen to the song, you've heard it so many times that that chord progression makes sense to you. But the reason that that chord progression came to be the way it was is when I was writing Amnesia, I was going for context. Like there is a school of thought that you can do anything. You can do anything in music. You can do anything anywhere in art, as long as you do it confidently and you do it repeatedly. It'll become legitimized, or it'll become solidified. It'll become logic. Like if you repeat something over and Lindsay, I didn't know Lindsay was still in here, but now wait, hold on. Okay. Ah, it's corn dog. Lindsay, I like it when there's codes in them. It's corn dog. I figured it out. Now I can claim my $5. Thank you, Lindsay. Hi, Kid James. Kid James made it late, but made it. Made it. You made it here. I'll play a reflection pool for you because you made it all the way out here, and I appreciate that. Um, I'm gonna actually buy a corn dog, Lindsay. I don't know if you have Wiener Schnitzel where you are, but there's Wiener Schnitzel here, and that's where that $5 is going. That's what I'm gonna eat today. So thank you. Question about amnesia, says Eusaria. Um, was that line a reference to your first line from Quick Breath, or was it vice versa? Holy crap! That's so funny. Okay, so let me go through some of these things really fastly, quickly, because yeah, we're running a little low on time. Eusaria has figured out something about references. Okay, in the first line of Quick Breath, I talk about forgetting what someone said, and there is a line in Amnesia where I talk about somebody getting mad at me because I forgot what they said. Yes, both of these lines are about the same woman. Um, uh, yeah, they're actually, I mean, they're connected to each other. They're not necessarily referencing the song. They're both references to the same human being that used to constantly get upset with me for forgetting things that they said. And then and I just have a bad memory, by the way, which you guys probably know because you're on the stream a lot. And in Quick Breath, which is, me getting past things, I'm intentionally forgetting what the person said. So, I mean, good on you for drawing that connection. Those songs are split apart by at least 2 years. So, good on you. Thank you, you Sarah. You paid a lot of attention. Goodness gracious. Um, oh boy, I want to really quickly break down though the amnesia chords. When I made the amnesia chords, I was going under the school of thought that if you play anything, like if I play this chord right here, and then I play this chord, and then I play that chord again, and I play this one, those two chords don't necessarily flow nicely into each other. It's almost like you would have to give them more context for them to fit. But if you keep playing those two chords back to back, and you have somebody like that's rapping over it, or somebody that's singing over it, and you have like a drum beat that's going with it, suddenly these two chords fit together and they start to sound like two halves of the same progression. There's an A and there's a B. You can do that with any two chords. It doesn't matter if you're switching keys. You can do it with any 3 chords, 4 chords, 5 chords. You can hit a chord, and you can hit another chord, and then you can hit another chord, and then you can hit another chord, and then you can start that over again. Those are just 4 random chords that I came up with. But if you play them over and over again with any type of rhythm, they become solidified as an idea. And so I did the same thing with Amnesia. If you hear those chords back to back and you know the song Amnesia, you have a sense of what's coming next. It makes a lot of sense together. It's a whole song. But these chords were just random chords. I decided to play a jumbling of random chords. So I started with one chord, and I was like, here's another chord. What's a chord that doesn't necessarily sound like it would come after that? Going down there. Throwing this one in. That one sounds off. That's like not in the same key or anything. That being the... So, yeah, it's just throwing chords together. It's like if I wear a striped top. Oh, I'm wearing. Okay, so wow. Okay, if I'm wearing a striped top and I'm wearing plaid pants, I'm not wearing plaid pants. If I'm wearing a striped top and plaid pants, somebody might go, "Oh, what a fashion faux pas." Or if I'm wearing like a polka dot tie and a checkered button up, somebody will be like, "Oh, this is whack." But if I keep doing that every day, it just gradually becomes my wardrobe, and people will attribute it to me and go like, "Oh, that's just their sense of style. That's their thing." It becomes legitimized because it's done repeatedly. If you make the same mistake over and over, it ceases to become a mistake. It starts to be a pattern. So you can do the same thing in music. And that's why the chord progression from Amnesia doesn't necessarily descend or ascend. When you listen to most of my songs, there's a sense of motion, right? Um, for example, Key Lime, there's a rise. One, two, three. The bass is climbing. If you think about um, that little section in Over and Under, but when it goes like this, you can hear that my left hand is gradually descending. This happens in a lot of those songs. So in Amnesia, there's no clear descent or rise. There's like here, and then it rises up to here, and then it descends down here, and then it rises up to here, then it descends, then it descends, then it goes way deep down, and then it rises up. It's just all over the place. So I'm glad that you like that song, Amnesia, because I actually thought when I released that song, I thought everybody would hate that song, so I appreciate you for supporting that. Thank you. Whew, Japanese street fashion is like that. Japanese street fashion just feels like an amalgamation of everything and anything. Um, doesn't feel like there's any rhyme or reason to it half the time. Um, and I appreciate that. I mean, I don't really actually like Japanese street fashion, but I appreciate the concept behind not necessarily having rules or guidelines to set up boundaries for something as simple as art. I haven't listened to Amnesia in in a little while, says Jamie, but I used to have that song on repeat all the time during tough times. Well, in that case, it makes me happy that you're not listening to it anymore, Jamie. If that was something that you attributed to tough times, then you not having listened to it in a little while probably means that you're doing better in life. So thank you for supporting that song, but I'm also happy for you. Because, I mean, that's a song that I wrote when I was. If I'm in a good place in life, I'm not going to write a song like Amnesia. I've never written a happy lyrical collection of work, by the way. Lyrics don't really come to me when I'm in a good mood. I don't have anything to say when I'm happy. Usually, if I'm upset, I have a lot of things to say. But if I'm in a good place, I just write a lot of instrumental music. Usually, my instrumental music is happy, and the stuff with lyrics is when I'm in a bad way. Except for Vanilla. It's kind of a happy song. Dreams Come True is happy. Mm, okay. I'll give you that, Usaria. I'll give you that. Dreams Come True was a happier song. I just don't count it as a song. I don't count any of the quarantines as songs because I'm writing those in 7 days. So a lot of those lyrics are just coming out of my hiney. I'm just putting words together that rhyme. Sometimes I don't even rhyme. Dreams Come True was about absolutely nothing. Home Is You was about quarantine, but it was actually about nothing because I wasn't particularly missing anyone in particular, but I wrote a song about missing people because I thought it would be relatable to people that were stuck in quarantine away from their loved ones. Oh, also, yeah, Dreams Come True is about juice. You were you in the stream when I wrote that? It sounded like a juice song. Neobo says, when I'm happy, I'm very good at making sad songs. Makes no sense. No, I understand you, Neobo. I understand that very well, actually. Go for it, Lindsay. Go for it. I like bold questions. I mean, I can always just not answer them, but I feel like we understand each other on a level to where you wouldn't ask me something wild. How difficult would it be to document the chords for the stream version of Vanilla, says Lindsay. I've tried to play it on my own a couple of times, but it's very hard to figure it all out solely by ear. How hard would it be to document the chords, right? Um, how hard would it be to document the chords? Well, for me specifically, it would be kind of hard because, right, I don't know music theory, so I can't really write down the chords. But um, I could. Do you have Line and Friends, Lindsay, by any chance? You know what I wish I could do? You know that weird game where it's like a DDR except for a piano and it's like the little blocks are falling? I wish I could just make one of those maps for you, Lindsay, and then you can do that. But I don't know how to do that. Just play the song really slowly for so she can watch this recording. I thought about that, but I would need a top down image. I want to do it right if I'm gonna do it. I want to have like a bird's eye view, but there's really no way for me to rig up my thing to this keyboard specifically. I could do it to that keyboard over there. But I would want to send it in a video. I don't want it to necessarily be in a stream. I want it to be like, this is Lindsay's Vanilla video. Um, I think Logic can't interpret the MIDI to written music. Oh, yes, it can. It can. But, oh, Lindsay, want me to just send you Logic? I mean, send you MIDI? I don't know. I don't know if Lindsay's like deep in DAWs like that. I think the video would probably be the best. Also, buy an Audible. Happy birthday again. I hope you. I'm not gonna play it again, but I hope you heard and enjoyed the first time I played it. I'm glad that you're old now. I'm so glad you're old. One day you're gonna get a job and you're gonna be just like the rest of us, miserable. I know the tone. I know the way it said miserable sounded like there was something coming after that, but there isn't. Just miserable. Happy birthday, Inaudible. Yeah, I think that I can make a... This is funny. What's funny about Vanilla is I do play it slightly differently every time. So I could end up teaching you a version of Vanilla, Lindsay, and I'm playing it differently from that version. I could learn through MIDI, but I also cannot read music very well, and I'm a visual learner, and that's why I was hesitant to ask. That's fine, because I don't understand those things anyway. Um, I think, I think I can do something. I can work out something, Lindsay. I'm glad you asked that. This will be like a thing for me. I don't want to make you get Line and Friends to learn Vanilla. I feel so bad. There's a few people that have just wanted to talk to me that have downloaded Line and Friends just to talk to me. And it never makes me feel good. Line and Friends, that's ready. No, Line and Friends are the same thing. Can I play the guitar? Not very well, Neobo, but I can. WhatsApp to Line after they tried to charge money. Charge money for WhatsApp? Is that real? Is that true? I have the app to talk to one friend, but I bought too many stickers and never get to use them anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. It's not that it takes a long time to download. That's not why I feel bad. I think it just I don't like that much effort being put on people. I hate the idea of downloading an app to do anything. Anytime I have to download an app to do something, like when somebody's like, "Oh, here are these tickets, but you have to download the app to show them to somebody to get in the door," or "Oh, you can get a free cheeseburger and fry, but you have to download our app." It's just like, ugh, no, I don't want to download your app. I've never been that person, so I don't like being that person for people. I don't want people to download the app for the cheeseburger. Ever thought about making a song with a guitar? I have made a song with a guitar, Yobo. If you listen to my song Sixella. Wait, sorry, not Sixella. I mean, Sixella has a guitar in it. But there's a specific song that I wrote that's mostly guitar. Maybe it is Sixella. I have a horrible memory. Have you heard my song Sixella? Boo, bee, ba, boo. Eventbrite. Guidebook, etc. Yeah, these are garbage. Yeah, I will never download another app. Hello. Omniboy. Love from Dubai. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. I am staying safe and healthy. Wow, Dubai, huh? Is it hot there right now? I imagine Dubai is hot year-round. There's a really bad misconception about Dubai here in Los Angeles, which is that Dubai is very hot and everybody in Dubai is rich. Are these things true? Are these things true? I guess that's a lot. That just sounds like I'm describing Los Angeles. Jamie says, Line is a great app, though, and the cheeseburger app might not be. Ah, good points from Jamie. Dark Roast from Less Dream was mostly guitar. Ooh, it was. It was. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's why I can't play it on a keyboard. Anywho, yeah, that song's also guitar, Neobo. Wow, thanks, Kid James. Kid James, I didn't even play your song yet. You're being nice to me anyway. Wow. Thank you. Okay. Usually hot during May, but the weather is extra breezy today, you say. Hot for May to like late September. That's pretty hot for me. The rich thingy is also a misconception. Oh. See, I knew it. I knew it couldn't be true. I knew it couldn't be true. I've always imagined everyone in Dubai drive gold Lamborghinis. Okay, so it's not just here. It's pretty widespread then. Thanks for all these new songs to listen to, says Niobo. You're welcome. Niobo, you know what this song is called? I'll give you a hint. It was named by Kit James. It's kind of a trick question, Neobo. If you don't know the name of the song, it's fine. I'm glad that you like it, though. Anybody in the stream, what's the name of this song? Anybody except for Kid James. Oh, thank you, kid. Kid James thinks we did anyway. Yeah, it's called a reflection pool. like Cyber. Something called a reflection pool. I finally got around to putting a painting up on my Instagram. Says Kid James. Oh. Well, I'll have to go look at that. You're Kid James on Instagram too, aren't you? Kid James got lucky that way. I think it's Kid James, Maddie. I could be wrong though. I have a good memory, kid. I think you said that in the last stream, though, so that doesn't really count. My memory is still trash. Really quick, guys. Just reminding you guys, yesterday was quarantine, so I did put up a new video yesterday. So if you get a chance, go see that. Whenever. It'll remain there. Why am I playing vanilla again? Do people do cute things with their line display name? I don't do anything with anything, Lindsay. I haven't changed my line profile image or anything in a long time. Sometimes I'll play line games. I use the line camera. But I talk to a lot of people online. My line like contacts thread is like this big, and like me texting on my phone is like this many people. When I'm texting on my phone, it's like Ehi, Ehio Robo, me Gladstone, Callion Fox, my mom. And yeah, that's it. And then online, it's like, it's everybody. It's like promoters, it's other producers, it's DJs, it's like all my friends in Japan. It's all my friends in Korea because both only use those two things for some reason. I mean, some of my Korean friends use that other thing. Not Kokoro, what's it called? Doesn't matter. Line's really cool though. Kellyanne Fox. Kellyanne Fox is a friend who also makes music, Lindsay. In Germany, we only use WhatsApp. Word, Neobo. I believe that. WhatsApp is... I had to download WhatsApp, actually, to talk to somebody in Australia. They're really about WhatsApp. What? That's funny, Lindsay. Lindsay, I'm in one of his videos. 1 or 2 or something? I used to hang out with him a lot more before, quarantine. But, yeah. I mean... To be fair, Lindsay, I feel like if you live in Los Angeles and you make music, you kind of know everybody else in Los Angeles that makes music. You might not talk to them and you might not like them, but you definitely know them. Because, I mean, it's like any other city. You're just going to run into each other. Me and Callion ran into each other because his manager was my old roommate's manager. And so I made a track for him. And then we just hung out a lot. He knew, like, some pretty good spots. He goes to this place called... whatever. But yes, we are friends. East area. He's dope. I'm Kid Techno online. Oh, you're Kid Techno on Instagram, too, aren't you, Jamie? The dots are connecting. Well, I'm Omniboy online because, of course, I am. It wasn't taken. Message me online anytime. I may not respond. I may be watching an Asian Crush film or working, but I prefer line messages to Instagram messages. If I'm being honest, I haven't really been checking my line for the past couple of days because I was having panic attacks because of work. But I'm back on it. I promise. I'm gonna do a couple more for a medley, and then we are going to wrap things up here. How did we get to 18? This song is called Over and Under. I think my line's Omni Boy. This song isn't recorded, is it? When it ever gets to this part, I hear like voices doing it, not my hand. I think whenever I record this, if ever, I'm gonna record like my voice a bunch of times and make it sound like a bunch of little kids. Yo, Lindsay's world's imploding. Oh man. I've never heard of wine before today, and now I'm like, should I get lime? Oh my god. What are the weebs using nowadays if they're not using lime? Back when I was a weeb, it was all about lime. That song's called Over and Under. If anyone gets line and wants to play Switch, and stuff, feel free to add me, says Usaria. Usaria, blocked your comment, so I'm reading it out loud. Cyber says, so many ways to communicate today. It's nice. Maybe it's because I don't have any weeb friends, says Maddie. How do you not have weeb friends in 2020? I feel like 9 in every 10 people is a weeb nowadays. But, oh, you are the weeb. Sorry. Sorry, Maddie. When I first got Line, this is going to be a quick comment, then I'll move on. When I first got Line, it was because a lot of weeb friends of mine just liked cutesy things, so they wanted a messaging app that was cute and had stickers, and there's like a lot of anime stuff online. In fact, when I first started using Line back in 2014, I made the mistake of assuming that it was Japanese, just because all of my friends who were obsessed with Japanese things were using it. But just like, a quick Google and 2 minutes of reading, I found out that it was actually Korean. And so when we got our first Line store, there are 2 Line stores in the United States. There's one here in Hollywood, and there's one on the other side of the country in New York City. I've been to both and have bought quite a few things from both of them. And when I went to Japan, I also went to the Line store. But when I went to Korea, I went to the Line store and was blown away by how great it was. There's a cafe in there. I have some photos. If you have me online, I'll send you photos of what I ate. It was amazing. They have a little sandwich. They have little sandwiches in the Korean Line cafe, but the sandwiches are like pressed so that nothing spills out. Like it's like a little hot pocket almost. But it's very good. Taiwan has a Line store, says Cyber. Oh, and I bet it's amazing. I love the Line store. One of the hardest things about quarantine was not being able to go to Hollywood. I mean, I can go to Hollywood, but all the stuff is closed, so there's no point in going up there. Unless I just want to see a bunch of sick tourists. Lindsay said this was an adrenaline rush I was not expecting. Is one Line store better than the other? LA versus New York City, says Jamie. Oh, asking the tough questions that I would love to answer. Okay, so New York was first. There's a Line store in Times Square, which if you've been in New York and you've been in Times Square, you know what type of area that is. So the line store for New York was first. When the line store opened in Hollywood, it was actually a pop-up shop. It wasn't a permanent store. So what they would do is they would send overstock from the New York store to LA. LA was not getting stock from Korea. It was like they were stocking the New York store and they were sending overstock to this pop-up in Hollywood. The However, during the season of the pop-up, BTS happened to come here and perform for the first time. And if you know a lot about Line, you know that BTS has their own Line characters called BT21. I'm not going to go into it, but when BTS came here to perform in Los Angeles for the first time, a bunch of K-pop stands like stormed the Line store because BTS went by there to do a photo shoot. And even though they didn't get to meet BTS, because of course they didn't, all of the K-pop stands bought every single thing in the store because they assumed, Jimin or whoever had touched it. So the Line store sells out of everything the day of the first BTS show. And then the very next week, the K-pop stands come back because there was like an online rumor that BTS was going to be in the store. Now BTS did go to the store and they made like little plaster handprints that are hung up around the store, but people thought they were going to be in the store, so they go to the store again. They buy everything in the store again. It completely sells out of stuff, and now New York can't even send the Hollywood Line store things. So they're like, the Line store in Hollywood is really successful. We need to make it a permanent thing. So then the Hollywood Line store started getting their own stock instead of getting New York stock. So that's a very long and convoluted way to answer your question on which one is better, Los Angeles or New York cities. New York's used to be way better. Stock was better, better clothes, better customer service, everything. But now being in 2019, obviously not now, but in 2019, the Hollywood store, started catching up. But with the popularity of K-pop in the United States, the Line store has become less and less of a Line store and more of a BTS store. Like, it used to be like, it's a Line store and here's a little corner for BTS. And then it was like, here's the Line store and now there's a whole half of the store that's BTS. And now it's like basically a BT21 / BTS store that happens to sell some Line things. And I don't really love that. But, people love K-pop, so. I mean, I like some K-pop, so I can't throw shade. Anyways, Maddie hates Times Square. Don't we all? Times Square is it's just a garbage hole in the middle of New York City. K-pop stands are a force to be reckoned with. They are definitely a force. They are definitely a force. I'm not gonna pick any fights with K-pop stands. I don't want to get my account flagged or deleted or something. But stan culture is scary, and I avoid it at all costs. I avoid it at all costs. Being one, being a stan. I got into K-pop a little bit in high school, says Leanna. I couldn't hang. I feel you. I did too. I got into K-pop in high school because my friend showed me a song called Lollipop by Big Bang and 2NE1. 2NE1 was a pretty popular girl group, and Big Bang was a the most popular K-pop boy group. And they made a song together called Lollipop. And I thought the music video was like, at the time, at the place I was in my life at that time, looking at that music video was like, oh my god, so many colors, what is happening? This is so cool. And I liked that one song, but I didn't really follow Big Bang or 2NE1. I just liked that one song and the way they were dressed in that song's video. And then I never listened to K-pop again, not actively. And then many years later, all of a sudden, Psy, comes out with Gangnam Style, and everybody cares about that. And isn't it weird to think about Psy today after like BTS and Blackpink and all these people, Stray Kids and Red Velvet or whatever? There's like a lot of them now. But back when Psy came out, people were like, I don't know what K-pop is. People being normies. Now normies are stans, so times they change. I don't want to cause any fights, but I feel like a lot of K-pop is a ton of flash with no substance. I could go into it, but I'm gonna make. I don't want to make anybody mad. I don't want to do that. Says Cyber. I understand the sensitivity around K-pop. Only K-pop songs I love are TT and Fake and True by Twice, says Nicholas. I like quite a few of them. I like Super Junior and Shiny. Oh my god. Super Junior? Okay. Liana. Oh no. Liana, remember when I was recommending K-dramas a while ago? Of course you do. You're in the stream every day. one of the people from Super Junior is in She Was Pretty, the K drama. In fact, he's one of the dopest characters in it. Just gonna leave that there. Uh, wow. My big sis was into K-pop. She introduced me into it, but I was not as into it as she was. I like it though. I saw Stray Kids live before quarantine because my girlfriend wanted to see them. Good show. I'm actually kind of jealous of that. I would love to see Stray Kids live. I love those guys. I mean, I like two of their songs, so I would have only have actually enjoyed myself for maybe 6 minutes of that show. But very cool that you got to see that. Okay, quickly, what I was saying before I get sidetracked again. Cyber says they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. They feel like K-pop is all flash, no substance. I think that you can say that without hurting feelings. None of us are K-pop stans in here. I agree with you, Cyber. There are a lot of things that are all flash, no substance, or more flash, little substance. I think if you're trying to quickly make music, which we all know that K-pop is kind of microwaved being like they're just trying to get stuff out. They're trying to create content. In the same way, like me putting out quarantines every 7 days, I'm not releasing a video and song every 7 days because I'm super inspired. I'm doing it to like keep content rolling. And K-pop is like that. So yeah, it is all flash, no substance. I feel like I've learned a lot about the K-pop machine in the past year, especially since when I was in Seoul and hanging out with and talking and viewing and observing. K-pop is a machine, and anytime something becomes a machine, it's less about the substance. You know, when you think about McDonald's or you think about Walmart, it's about pushing out product. It's not about the quality all the time or the relationship between the product and the people. Enjoy the rest of your day, Kid James. Thanks so much for making time for the stream. I really do appreciate you for doing so. Thank you. But yeah, it's microwave. It's microwave. It's all about flash, not necessarily about substance. Now, this is not all Korean pop music, but K-pop as we know it, you know, like BTS and Blackpink and things like that. It's like they're just pushing stuff out. Same thing with Twice, and I like Twice. I like Bonus Baby. I like Pristin. I like what's another one I like? What's the one that has the song that's like I think that's Twice actually. I think it's Twice. Where they're all running around the town. No, I'm not gonna sing it. Anyways, I think it's Twice. They have a song called Likey. Is that Twice? Do you know the song Likey? Likey, likey, likey. Jibba jibba jibba. That one? I think that's Twice. If it's not, I'm sorry. If it's not, I'm wrong. I'll eat that L, but pretty sure it's Twice. I like a lot of K-pop too, but I know that it's not really substance. It is a lot of flash. It is a lot of flashy. Like, here's the trap breakdown. Here's the pop music. Here's the Latin flavor. Here's like a girl like toy twerking. I don't know. Toy twerking is an insulting term. I'll try not to say that anymore. But that's what it is. It's like toy twerking. Like, here's like a girl toy twerking. Here's somebody like pretending to ride a skateboard. Here's a girl with a lollipop. Here's the one with pigtails. Daisy Dukes. I don't know. It's just like deep fried culture, if that makes sense. It's okay to like flash though. Sometimes that's what you want. Just have some fun. Yeah. No one's saying that that's wrong. I'm just saying that's what it is. You know, sometimes you do want to have deep fried culture. Sometimes you want to have the corn dog. Sometimes you want to watch High Kick Angels. Delicious deep fried. Okay, guys. All right. I have a new song out called "The View." Please go listen to it. It's the only song that I've written about infatuation, and honestly, it might be the last. I don't think that there's that much left. There's no more juice left in the jug for me. And I also have two EPs out. One's called Ego Death. The other one's called Quick Breath. We talked a little bit about Vanilla today, which is one of the singles from Ego Death. And we also talked about the song Quick Breath. Eusaria brought it up because it has a reference to an ex of mine in it. And so both of those tracks can be listened to on Bandcamp. They can be listened to on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal, Brew, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and they can be listened to here on YouTube also, along with the videos that I've recorded for them. I think still no news on like shows or anything like that. People are trying to open up different states and different cities. I'm just kind of minding my own business, trying to get my bills paid and keep my tummy full. But as far as like merch and things like that, I don't have anything to say until the country's looking a little bit better. So hopefully you guys will hang tight until then. I'll start getting to work on next week's quarantine video, hopefully sometime soon. I haven't started it yet, but I'll get to work on that soon. I have a little bit of work that I have to do, like work, like music work that I have to do today, so that's going to take up a little bit of time. Probably not going to be on Instagram as much. Social media did feel like it was killing me yesterday. Like, I got stuck in that weird spiral where you're just going like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you're going between the apps and you're not seeing anything good and it's not making you feel good. And I got stuck in one of those yesterday, so I might take a break from social media today. But I'll be online if you guys need anything, and I will keep in mind the whole vanilla thing for you, Lindsay, and see what I can think of as in terms of like a good way to show you how to play that. Um, um, yeah, I feel you, Jamie. But it's so bad. It's so bad. But it's all we can do. I feel like every time I post something on Twitter, I hate the app even more. I hate that app. God, I used to like that app. What happened to me? This song is called Hush Hour. I wrote it when I was in Hong Kong, or I arranged it when I was in Hong Kong. It was already written when I went there, and I also shot a video for it that you can find on my YouTube here called Hush Hour, that I shot from my hotel room. Guys, there's this thing called Calpis. Let me stop playing. Calpis. I know what it sounds like I'm saying, but it's Calpis. Calpis. Thank you, Cyber. There's a thing called Calpis. And when I was in Japan, drinking in Japan is kind of a thing. Everybody drinks all the time, every day. People don't not drink. If you go to Japan and you're hanging out with coworkers or friends and you tell them, oh, no alcohol for me, I don't drink, they'll probably look at you like you're crazy. So, when I was there, I didn't drink. I don't drink at all. And it was very difficult for me. So anytime they would order something so that I could be a part of it and feel like I was participating, I would have them order me something that was non-alcoholic. One of the most common drinks in Japan to get at any restaurant is Calpis. And it's just kind of like this milky liquid. I don't really know what it is, honestly. I don't know what it is. It looks like milk, but it doesn't taste like milk. It just tastes like sugar, I guess. I don't know. It's like a milky white, sugary beverage. And I had so many stomach aches because they're all drinking alcohol and they can keep drinking alcohol all night. However, I'm drinking Calpis, which is the equivalent of drinking orange juice, like really, really artificially flavored orange juice. And like over the night, I'm drinking cups of these and I'm getting a stomach ache, but they're all just getting drunk. I'm getting sick and they're getting drunk. And it got to the point to where I wouldn't even ask for it. When we would go out to go someplace, they would give me a picture of this stuff, and then they would all get alcohol, and they were like, "Oh, Omni, we got your Calpis right here. Drink up." And it got to the point where I hated the taste of it, and I hadn't had it since. It is kind of like Gatorade, by the way. Cyber's right, but I hadn't had it since 2018 when I was in Japan. Yesterday, I bought a can of it. 2 days ago, I bought a can of it, and I drank it, and I was like. It made me so happy. I think because I was like a little like, not homesick because I don't live in Japan, but I was like Japan sick, I missed my friends and I missed being there and tasting it all of a sudden was like this really good thing. It used to make me sick, but now it's all I want. So I went to a local shop and I asked if I could buy a 12-pack of Calpis. And they were like, we don't sell them in the 12-pack. But this really, really nice Japanese lady came out and was like, how much do you want? How many cases do you want? She was like, we don't have any, but how many do you want? And I was like, one, I guess? And she was like, oh, come back Thursday. And I was like, oh my god, they're gonna order a freaking 12-pack of Calpis for me. And I was like, wait, hold on, order me two cases. She was like, yeah, come back Thursday and we'll have it for you. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go back on Thursday and get those cases. I think I'm gonna try to speak Japanese to her too. Because it was very clear that she was like stumbling her way through English. Maybe that would make me feel good too. Maybe that would like hit that soft spot for me missing Japan. If I could just speak Japanese to this old lady and go get Calpis from her for like once a week. I will say, Maddie, Nicholas, and Jamie, and Lindsay, everyone, that's very rare. I'm not going to go into details, but me looking the way I look and living in the type of cultural neighborhood I live in, I get treated like garbage most of the time. But every now and then, you run into a good egg. Usually the good eggs, if I'm being honest, are old ladies. Which is weird because I feel like in most cases, you get racism from the older people and then the younger people are pretty cool with you. But I feel like in my neighborhood it's switched, where most of the racism I receive is from like high school, college age people. And then a lot of the older women, like if you're pretty nice to them, they give you back the respect. Cyber says egg check. Is that a verified egg? I don't get this joke. What is that? Is it excellent? Egg check. Good egg. It's good egg. Dang it. Moored up. Okay. Saria got it. Alright, that song's called Hush Hour. If you want to see the music video for that, again, it's here on my YouTube. I made it and shot it and composed it in Hong Kong while I was there during the Hong Kong strike because I couldn't fly out. I was stuck in the country, which was very nice, by the way. Well, in honor of that nice lady, everyone have a wholesome Wednesday. Maddie is always perfectly on time with like the closing of the stream and the alliteration. I appreciate that. Your consistency forces me to be consistent in relation. And so, thank you for keeping that up. Wholesome Wednesday. I like it because it is alliterative, but the sounds are different, right? A wholesome Wednesday. It's not a wholesome Wednesday. I like that. I like it when alliteration only works on paper and not necessarily phonetically. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being respectful to me and polite to each other. It's the internet, so I know everybody feels like they don't have to do that, but I appreciate you guys for doing it anyway. Also, thank you for the donations. I did appreciate that. I'm going to eat a plentiful bounty today of corn dogs and fried chicken, and I hope that you all can, I guess, live vicariously through that. Thank you, Cyber. Thank you, Jamie. It doesn't show me who else gave, but there was a third. There was a third. But thank you also to that person. I'll see you guys here tomorrow for 1:35 at 9 a.m. on Thursday. And then right after the stream, I'm going to go get my 2 packs of Kelpis. Lindsay. It was Lindsay. Is Lindsay gone? Lindsay's still here. Lindsay, why are you still here? Why is Lindsay still? I thought you had work to do or something. I'll do the thing, Lindsay. I'm gonna take the money that you gave me, and I'm gonna put it in my brain so that I can figure out how to record vanilla in a way that is easy for you to learn. Abo, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Mm-hmm.